Sticky fingers.
What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about the fact that these brand new New Jersey e-bike laws may face legal trouble with the Americans with Disabilities Act. Now, the new law eliminates the Class 3 e-bike system and instead places all e-bikes into one single category titled motorized vehicles. Under this law, all e-bikes require license, registration, and insurance. So whether you're riding a Suron e-moto or a 12-mile-per-hour Costco e-bike, both bikes are the same in the eyes of the law. However, by treating all electric bikes as quote-unquote motorized bicycles, the law may restrict access for people with mobility disabilities who use them as essential other power-driven mobility devices, aka OPDMDs, potentially violating federal accessibility requirements. And the Americans with Disability Act exists to prevent governments from restricting access and mobility for people with disabilities. So the problem is that some disabled riders rely on these low-powered electric bikes as mobility aids, and they may not be able to pedal a traditional bike. And at the same time, they may not qualify for a scooter or a wheelchair. And an e-bike gives them the independence that they would not have without a car. However, when the state suddenly classifies all e-bikes as motorized vehicles and requires all of them to have driver's license, insurance, and registration for the same low-speed e-bikes that these people depend on, it then creates barriers and hurdles that more able-bodied riders don't face. So this has sparked ADA violation concerns. And the Americans with Disabilities Act, aka ADA, requires reasonable modifications for individuals with disabilities to use mobility devices such as Class 1 or Class 2 e-bikes. Now, the strict 2026 New Jersey mandate may create a quote-unquote disability discrimination scenario. So we could see an issue. So again, those barriers for these riders would be these new rules requiring driver's license or a special moped license, registration and insurance. And again, that creates significant financial and bureaucratic hurdles for those who rely on e-bikes for transportation. Then you have this treatment as motorized vehicles. So by classifying these really low-speed pedal assist e-bikes alongside these super high-speed electric motorcycles, the law ignores the functional role that these devices play in accommodating mobility needs and potentially treating them as illegal on certain paths according to concerns. So this is a huge problem here. With this law, you're putting a Suron, which is an electric motorcycle, in the same category as a very low-powered electric bicycle that may be used just for helping somebody get around. You're putting those in the same category and potentially kind of demonizing them. So that's obviously going to create some problems. So simple and plain, I think this law was created aiming to increase safety, but I think it was created by people who really don't understand e-bikes in general and the difference between e-bikes, and it shows here. It shows that the creators of the law don't understand the differences between e-bikes and the huge variety of different e-bike users. You've got your 14-year-old on a Suron popping wheelies in traffic, but then you've got your members from the Americans with Disabilities Act, on the other hand, who might be using these simply to get through their day. So all different kinds of e-bike riders, all different kinds of e-bikes, Does it make sense to put them in one giant category? No. So, in my opinion, we could see some legal trouble here with this new law. And I think there's going to be a lot more complaints with people with this new law. I get that this law is aimed at making the streets more safe. In my opinion, it's just going to create more trouble and make things more complicated. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. And let me know what you'd like to see me cover next. If there's anything going on in the e-bike world, let me know what you'd like to see me cover on my next video. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next ride. Boom.